Hey, this is Rustin with Metalholic Magazine and The Examiner. I'm here with Paolo from Trivium. How are you doing, man?
Good, man. Enjoying this lovely day.
Yeah, it's
outside.
A beautiful day here, so enjoy the wind, people. It may not last. So, now, how's Mayhem going so far? This is the fourth date of the tour.
So far, it's been great. Just catching up with all the familiar faces, like people on the tour that are on every year.
Right.
All the bands we know and have toured with, and anyone new that we haven't met yet. So it's kind of still in that phase of just meeting everyone and hanging out. But I think everyone's starting to get into a groove now, which is nice.
Now, you've done Mayhem before, right?
Yeah, 2009.
So you guys did the second one?
Yeah.
So, how's it different this year?
I mean, pretty much the same setup as before. I haven't noticed too many drastic changes besides, obviously other bands and stuff. But they run a really tight ship, so I think it's probably not going to be too far off from 2009.
So who are you looking forward to seeing today if you step out and check anybody out?
I would have to say that'd be Flames for sure. They just got onto the tour yesterday. Awesome always. Machine Head's awesome always. Megadeth, of course. I'd say Megadeth probably of all the bands because they're just such a huge influence on me. Like growing up, learning bass, guitar, and all that stuff. So they're badass. And
so
Disturbed. We just got off tour with Disturbed in Australia. And they put on such an amazing live show. It's awesome.
Yeah, that was beautiful. They picked you up for that.
Yeah, that was awesome. We were stoked.
So the new album, In Waves.
Yes.
Tell us about the new album. What can we expect from it sonically compared to the previous albums?
You can expect, first and foremost, our new drummer, Nick. He's definitely brings a lot of energy to the table. I think that was one thing we really were searching for is how do we get that vibe of when you're a new band coming out, you have, everything to prove, you have all that energy, and you just put it all into that first album. It was how do we do that now on album number 5? And I think Nick was a big part of that because, he definitely had a lot to prove. And I think for us, we're coming into 5 albums into our career, and, we do have stuff to prove still. So I think that's where the energy is. And sonically, by far, this is our best. We worked with Colin before. He's mixed our albums, Colin Richardson, but this is the first time we've used it from start to finish. And it was just everything we did along the way was, done with the mix in mind. How are we going to make this sound the most crushing album we've ever had, the clearest album we've ever had? And it was all those steps along the way with him that really allowed us to do that.
Now, in your past couple albums, you sort of got musically expansive, if you will. This album, I understand, is going to go sort of back to the future, if you will, more towards Yosemite, getting back to your roots of who you guys are.
It's a mix. It's, I guess that expansiveness, we've just kind of condensed it more into what parts need to be there, what doesn't need to be there. And if Shogun was kind of a more long-winded album, this one's really in your face, to the point. It's about, the riffs grabbing you right away, just getting to the point, that's what that energy is. I think it's just really just grabbing people right away, and that's what we wanted to do. And when we were writing, we just thought about, if we're gonna play these songs live, is it gonna be good enough live? Is it gonna really get people going and stuff? And we kind of kept that in the back of our minds writing this.
Lyrically, where's the album taking us this time?
Well, first, way long ago when we started doing it, Matt sort of thought about a concept, and then as we kept going, we were just this isn't working, so we kind of threw that out and started again. And lyrically, I mean, he drew from so many things that we've all been through over the last couple years. It's been a lot of things kind of behind the scenes that were just, ups and downs and a lot of stressful things. And I think that definitely allowed him to draw from the personal side of things. But in terms of the message we're trying to get out to people, we're trying to leave that open to people's interpretation. So, we don't want to tell someone this is what it's about. This is about something that happened to us, and that's what it is. We want people to be able to take it and, have meaning for themselves. Maybe it means something completely different than what it actually means to us, or what it meant to Matt writing it.
Right. Now, are you guys going to be playing any of the new album today?
Yeah, we've been rotating the set every day. We played pretty much a different set, just kind of getting a feel of what we want to play. And we're doing 3 new ones. We're doing In Waves, obviously, and then we're gonna play a song called Black and Built to Fall. And Built to Fall is actually going to be our first single that goes to radio. So giving it a shot today. We haven't done it live yet, so looking forward to it.
Well, and you guys today, I believe it is, Inception's End.
Yeah, Inception's End.
You can go listen to that on the Hot Topic website.
Yeah, they're streaming it for 48 hours, and then it'll be up on all our sites.
Oh, okay.
So I've just been checking Twitter all day, all the kids, seeing what they're saying and stuff. So it's been great so far. We played that a couple days on this tour, and it's awesome. It's a ripper. It's fast.
Nice. What's on tap after Mayhem?
We have, I don't even know if I'm supposed to talk about it, but it's a Dream Theater tour lined up.
Oh, nice.
So that's going to be really unique and cool. I mean, we were pretty blown away they would ask us to play with them, so we're looking forward to that.
Have you heard any of the new stuff with Mike Mangini?
All I heard was the one song they put out, but it sounds kind of like their older stuff.
Right.
Which is really cool.
So, yeah, dynamically it sounded like they've sort of, again, gone back to the future.
I mean, obviously, like, they're probably way better than they were back then they were great, but I mean, progressed so much further. But it's cool to hear bands kind of get in touch with, like, what made them who they are.
Now, usually when you're sitting down with a metalhead like Paolo here, there's like tattoos everywhere.
Yeah.
I usually ask people about their tattoos, so I got to ask you. There's no tattoos.
I've just never really been into them. I mean, I appreciate them on people, especially when they're done well. Like Matt's tattoos, I mean, he's put a lot into those. Like specific, he goes to the same person. Very, very specific about what he gets done and all that. And for me, it's like I've just never had the desire for it. I don't know. Like I don't associate metal with tattoos. You know, I look at bands like 20, 25 years ago, and you never saw like tattoos. Right. But I guess it kind of changed. I think it was just how things have kind of just crossed over. You know, you get the hardcore metal, everything's just crossed, and every alternative genre has mixed in, and I guess you're just gonna start to get that blend of like tattoos and piercings and stuff sort of made their way into metal. So.
Paolo from Trivium, the new album In Waves coming out. It's November or
No.
November.
August 9th.
August 9th, that's right. Everybody's got so many new albums coming out. I'm starting to get them all crossed up.
There's a lot on the deck for Roadrunner. So.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I know some bands, even though the albums aren't coming out till a certain date, when they go on big tours like this, they have advanced copies they're selling. This being only, less than a month away from when the actual release date is, are people able to get it in advance?
What we're doing here is a pre-order, and what the pre-order here will be is like we're doing a signing. So if you get the pre-order, you get like a pretty big poster, and we do the signing, get the people through. So it's been cool. I mean, obviously we want to get it out as quickly as possible, but I don't think we'd be able to do advanced copies yet.
Yeah, it's too bad they didn't have it timed perfectly, so it came out when the tour started. But that's metal sometimes. So, Paolo, it was awesome to get to meet you, and I'm looking forward to the show tonight. You guys are headlining, what is it, the Jaeger?
The Jaeger stage.
The Jaeger stage tonight. Sweet, so we'll look forward to seeing that. Any message to the fans before we get out of here?
Just thank you, and August 9th, In Waves comes out, so check it out if you can.
Roadrunner Records, we're Metalholics. We hope you are too.